Welcome back to another success story with Systeme.io. I have the privilege of interviewing Joel Vasquez, or the infamous Joel, on YouTube today as he shares the behind the scenes of how he built a $2 million business with affiliate marketing and how he scaled it with the simplicity of Systeme.io. But he's not stopping there. He's going to share how he is also shifting the perspective of his own business. And if you want to go and follow him on Infamous Joel on YouTube, you can hear all about it as he starts sharing the deep secrets of what he's learned from years of affiliate marketing and now helping coaches do the same thing and scale their business, ditching the chaos and creating automated systems so that you can get paid while you sleep. All right, let's jump into today's interview. Welcome back to another success story with Systeme.io. We have an incredible transformational story with Joel Vasquez as we dive into how he's using Systeme.io with digital marketing, ranging from affiliate income to your own digital products, coaching businesses, and using their tool and budget friendliness in there to turn it into digital products, coaching programs, all the things. So Joel, thank you for joining us today.
Well, you're welcome. Very welcome. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I'm sure everyone listening is going to be really interested in how you got started. And I don't want to call it a rags to riches because you talk about Rich Dad, Poor Dad on your YouTube and you've shared your story. So could you give someone maybe the bullet points or summary of like where you were to where you are now?
I'll try. It's a very long story that starts back in 2012. I was locked up in prison. I committed a crime. I deserved it. There's no innocence here. But in that time frame, I was in there for 7 years and I got myself right. I got off drugs, alcohol, started reading. I had help from other great people in there who probably at some point might watch this, which is like, hey, shout out to you. Thank you for helping. Great guys in there that got me back on my feet. I went to AA meetings, all that stuff. And so I read, like you said, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That was the main book that changed my entire way of thinking and life. And I said, I'm going to start a business when I get home. That business I started when I got home was affiliate marketing. And so in affiliate marketing, about 2 years later, I was making around 30K per month with affiliate marketing. I was so good with it that other people came to me and said, I need you to coach me. Please show me what to do. Blah, 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 blah. So that transitioned naturally into a coaching business when now I was mentoring and coaching other people. And glad to say I've had hundreds of success stories there, got them to quit their job, making 5, 10, 15K per month. And so I made $1 million doing that and the coaching part. And then a year later, I made another $1 million there back there with Systeme.io. Hard to see, but with Systeme.io, I got the award for that as well. So, so, but now I'm transitioning out of it. I feel like my skills are better suited for more like B2B, helping coaches, consultants build their businesses online. But affiliate marketing is my bread and butter. That's my roots. That's where I started. So that's where Systeme.io came into play.
That's awesome. So, rags to riches, right? I love that you shared that piece because I think a lot of people are looking and said, who am I to do this? I can't overcome this. I messed up too much. But again, the freedom that digital marketing can give people an opportunity, and with the tool of Systeme.io, literally there's no barrier to entry, especially when you get a good coach like you.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay, so were you when affiliate marketing, was it like a coaching program that you were affiliated with or Amazon shopping, like little affiliate links there? Can you
Oh
explain like which
God.
direction you went with affiliates?
Oh God. Well, there's a lot of misinformation in the affiliate space, and not necessarily always misinformation, but just bad ideas. There's a lot of stuff out there. First of all, the low ticket, like you said, Amazon, Walmart, all this stuff. Can you be an affiliate? Yes. Most of the big affiliates that are making serious money with those programs are probably like stores or like blogs that have been around since like the 90s, and they have 1 million pounds of traffic to be able to get that kind of income. And I told all my clients, skip all that small stuff, go for high ticket. Anything at least $500 and above for commissions is going to be well worth your time. Because look, most of the time you're going to convert about 1% of the people that see your stuff ever anyway. So if you're depending on like $10, $15 little commissions here and there, it's going to take 1,000 years to get out of your job. So I always told them start with something high ticket, preferably $1,000 or more would be fantastic. And that's how I was able to get people removed from their business in about a month or two. Same amount of work, just change what you're selling. So you're selling more lucrative luxury stuff instead.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd you coach people through finding those types of products?
Oh, I've been doing it long enough where I found them all the time. I knew them. Most of the time, they're going to be digital courses. That's just a fact because they're going to have like an 80-90% margin for the course seller. The courses that they're basically invisible, right? They just live on the digital space somewhere. And because of that, there's no overhead. So if you're selling courses or coaching programs or sometimes services like travel services and stuff like that, there's very little overhead. So you want to aim to sell those because they're often going to give you a lot more commission for your work instead of like, 2% or something crazy like that.
Okay. All right. So looking for those coaching programs, would you say it's numerous? Is it hard to get into? Is there a
Oh,
barrier?
no. I would say it's a lot. I think the digital coaching space, coaching and courses space is growing like year by year. So it's insane.
Oh,
And at this point, you can pretty much find a coaching or course type program in any niche. I know that on School, for example, which is a membership platform, like one of the big schools in there is a pickleball membership. Like they have memberships for like golf swings, like there's a million things you can sell online, but that oftentimes is the problem for somebody who's brand new because they're overloaded with information. And what human beings, when we're given a lot of options, we make no options. We make no choices at all.
yeah.
So that's one of the main things that I would fix when I would get a new client. It's like, look, drop all these options. Here's a list that I have. I've done this for years. Here's what you should promote.
And so you already had the list, you already
Mhm,
had social proof, the receipts saying this is
mhm,
possible, and you scaled that to $1 million. Now,
mhm.
did you utilize Systeme.io at the beginning,
Yes.
midway, or near the end?
I would say midway. So I used to use a competitor. I won't say their name.
Yeah.
So I used to use someone else. But here's the main part, especially when I was in a coach, like more of a coaching role. 3% of people ever finish any coaching program course. It's just natural. People just get excited in the beginning, go, "Wow, my life's going to change," and then they fall off because they realize it's work. It's the same thing as that when people buy exercise equipment and then it goes collects dust in the garage. There's a huge mindset that you have to have going in every day and like this is work, but it's going to be worthwhile. It's going to change my life. People just want the magic button, but that's neither here nor there. The competitor cost money up front. So what I kept finding was that this was a barrier to getting people results because they would get the software and they would start building funnels and doing all the things I'm instructing them to do. And and because of the cost, it would put a lot of pressure on them. Like, I need to get something done now. And I told all my clients, if you focus on making money, you won't make any money. It's the
Focus
craziest
on
thing.
making money.
Yeah.
You won't make any money.
It's the
Unpack
craziest
that.
thing because people do this all the time. They watch a few YouTube videos, they think they're an affiliate expert all of a sudden, and and they go, okay, I'm going to focus on making money. I need to make lots of money right now. And what happens is you get into the scarcity mindset. It's like that little mouse in the woods, like being attacked by a tiger. Oh my god, I need to make money right now. So when you do that, you miss all the important stuff, like the skills that you have to build to become this person that makes money. You have to learn copywriting. You have to learn proper funnel building. You have to learn how to build an audience. You have to learn good content. You have to learn all these things. So when you focus on the make money, make money, make money, you miss all the stuff that you actually have to learn to make the money. I hope that makes sense.
Yes,
So,
yes. Mhm.
yeah, so the competitor being like a cost up front was a huge barrier because now it's like I'm already sinking money into this and I'm not focused on the things I have to learn. So what Systeme.io with their freemium pricing model was a blessing because it helped. Oh, don't worry, the tools are taken care of. Blah 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 blah. It's free for now. And as they would start and grow and build, and I actually have gave them the time and the space to actually learn the skills and say, shut up and learn these skills. And now they actually started making money, and then they were able to upgrade their account, go all the way up to the unlimited, which is great. But but that is a fantastic pricing model for someone who's just starting so that they can focus on the things that are important to actually build these skills. They think if I'm just going to be an affiliate marketer, people click a few buttons and money shoots out of my computer. No, that's not how it works. So yeah, you have to wear a few hats and you have to actually get good at a few things.
I'm sure you failed a lot in the beginning, right?
Oh my god, yeah. I remember making my very first funnel and like it took me weeks, no lie, weeks. Because when I first came home, I didn't know how to turn on a phone. Like that was my level of technology and knowledge and stuff like that. So when people come on and they're starting their first business and they go, "Oh, I'm not good with computers. I'm not good with the tech stuff." Blah blah blah. Get good. Okay, just like anything else, if you pick up a guitar in life, you don't expect to be a rock star the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the mentality I went in with it. I said, let me build this funnel. I spent weeks doing it. I was in a Facebook group when Facebook groups were a big thing of funnel builders. And I said, check out this funnel. I finally finished it. It's amazing. And I put it out there, and a bunch of people clicked on it and checked it. And all the comments were horrible. I felt like crap. They were like, what is this? This is garbage. It looks like a 2-year-old made this. So I've been there, I've done that, and then I made way more money than them after a while. So it doesn't matter.
Because you didn't give up. You didn't
I
give up.
didn't give up. That was the key point right there. It was like, don't. I just kept going. I got better as time went on, but I
Yeah.
was terrible at it. So it can happen to you too.
Yeah. You fell forward. It was like, I've already been there. I'm not going to do that. You shared a
Mhm.
story on your Facebook page talking about when you were working as a forklift operator.
Yes.
Was that
Hmm.
also right after you got out and you were learning
Yes.
digital marketing? So you were hustling. You were doing everything you
Oh yeah.
could to take care of your home, your family, and then there was a day where an accident happened and you found out like you were replaceable, and they didn't care about you.
Not at all. Yeah. So, um, with the forklift driver thing, obviously when I came home, affiliate marketing, any business is going to take time to build. I didn't make anything for my first maybe 7 months or so. I made $1 after that. I made like one sale for $1, and I said, "Oh my god!" I ran for the hills. I was like super happy. But but in the meantime, obviously, I still had to pay bills and do all these things. So I worked as a forklift operator when I came home, and this is the important part about having a goal, because I knew I wanted to build this affiliate thing and nothing was going to stop me. When you have that mindset of it's going to work, it's just a matter of when, it's a different thing than when people join these programs, courses, they learn affiliate marketing and go, well, if it works. If you join it and say, if it works, I'll try, and you have that mentality, you are going to fail. I'm just telling you right now, you're going to fail. Forget it, throw your money away, give it to the guru, and run away. You're never going to see it again. You have to have the mentality of it's going to work. You don't know when right now, but it's going to work. So that's the mentality that I had. And because of that, when I was working my forklift job, I was still working on my business every chance that I could. I'm like driving around with my phone. Obviously, the supervisors see me and yell at me, "What do you have your phone for?" And I'm like doing Facebook Lives and I'm putting content out there. And I'm like, I didn't even have a car, so I'm walking to and from work, and I'm putting content on Instagram about me walking to and from work. I was, like you said, hustling. Didn't have that mentality of I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm going to fail. I didn't care. It was just you have to hit that wall in life where you just say I don't care. So I got in trouble a lot at work, but I found little secret spots to hide somewhere and do my content and do my affiliate marketing stuff. You know, but maybe some people are still there and they'll see this. They'll go, "That's where he was. He wasn't doing any work. He was hiding." Because in my mind, this is just temporary. It's paying the bills. I have an ultimate goal. I have a destiny. I'm going to reach it, and that's it. So yeah, that's kind of how all that happened.
I think there's going to be plenty of people who are listening who are stuck in the grind, and they're like, when am I going to have time? Lunch breaks,
Mm,
the 5-minute break, the walking back and forth to the bus or to the house. Because, my husband, when we got married, he didn't have a car when he first started. He was driving his bike,
yeah.
driving his bike, riding his bike, you know, and he talks about how hard it was. And his boss said, because he's in manufacturing, well, you know what? Target's always hiring, you know, or,
Mm,
like put in the work, like keep pushing,
absolutely.
don't give up. And because, he was raising a family, getting his master's and all these kinds of things. So like, there's a time where you just have to grind, and then the
Mhm.
passive income, it sells the myth that you're just going to passively start getting it, but there's so much work that has to go into it first. So can you talk
100%.
about how affiliate marketing, and how when you made the transition to Systeme.io, what was it about it that pulled you in, the freemium that you talked about? Like, you
Right.
already learned how to make funnels at the other place,
Yeah.
and you got ripped apart with your first one. You didn't give up. What
Yeah.
was it about System.io with your affiliate marketing?
Well, I did pretty well with the other software eventually, but but the main thing with System.io and why I just stopped. First of all, customer service was way better, way better. I would write tickets, something's breaking, whatever, and it would be like weeks. By the time that they fixed it, it was like weeks later, and I already fixed it. I'm like, I don't even need this anymore. And then on top of that, the other software was great at building funnels, but that's all it did.
Mhm.
So when someone introduced me to Systeme.io, they're like, you can just replace these 95 other tools that you have right now for email and course hosting and all these other things. They said there's one tool that just does all that stuff. And I was like, okay, what is? I saw Systeme.io, and I'm like, I'm moving all my stuff over here. Like, this is great, because when you have an established business like that, I went from beginner to established business, and you get a new problem. Always new problems arise, and that is when one thing breaks, the entire system breaks. So like my emails, whatever, my text, whatever, all breaks, everything goes downhill. So by having it all under one software where it was all taken care of, Systeme.io, that was a huge, huge benefit. Now I only have to worry about one software that houses all of my marketing, all of my back end, all of my sales, all my stuff. That was huge for me. I was like, thank God, the headache is gone. I don't have all these other things to worry about. So that was big for me. That's why I moved all my entire business moved over there overnight, canceled like 50 subscriptions.
Now, did you use their transfer migration service to do that?
They didn't have it back then.
Mm. That's how far back you go. Got it. You OG.
Yeah,
Got
they
it.
didn't have it back then. I'm like, God damn it, they got it now. Oh man, I spent all this money. I was paid VAs to move all my funnels and all these things. That would have been awesome.
Well, they probably heard people like you say, "Hey, could you help us out?" I'm bringing everything over, and they did. That's a beautiful
Yeah,
thing. They listen and they
they do.
implement.
They absolutely do. Yeah.
All right. So before we jumped on, I was asking about your YouTube and your affiliate marketing, and you shared that you're in transition yourself. Not only did you
Yes.
transition from software,
Mhm.
and from a forklift operator to digital marketing to affiliate income to a new platform, you're doing it again.
Yes.
Talk to us about it. Like what's the
So,
infamous, Joel doing now?
well, I think that in business and in life, you're always transitioning. The only thing that never changes is change, right? So I'm changing now. I worked with affiliate marketers, beginners online for years and years, and it was great. I had wonderful clients. I had hundreds of people who quit their job, and they were great to work with. But there's also about the 80% or so, and this is just the nature of that industry, is that it attracts a lot of people who don't really take it seriously. And I think that my skill set and where I am in my business, a few months ago, I just decided I'm going to start working with other coaches like myself. Because as I was scaling and growing my coaching business, I was hitting walls like 30K, 40K, 50K. And then beyond that, hitting to like 100K, 200K, which I eventually got to. It was hard. It was very hard. And everyone and their grandma had different advice on how to get there. It's like hire a team, run Facebook ads, do all these things, and I found so many different problems with all of them, and I can list them, but we wouldn't have time to list how many freaking problems it's. So it was keeping me up at night all the time. And so what I ended up doing was just using a very simple YouTube system. I eventually landed on, hey, YouTube, this is where I'm getting my best quality clients or leads from, because they're watching my videos, they're spending time getting to know me, know the results. We're posting testimonials and case studies on the YouTube channel, and they come to the calls to buy my program, which at the time was $7,000. They were like, yes. There was no, I need to talk to the wife, I don't know, blah blah blah. I noticed that now in 2025 and beyond, people like doing their own research.
Mhm.
They like to learn about you, they like to trust you, they don't like hard sales tactics and high pressure stuff. I'm telling you, we got so many people from YouTube where over time it was like, forget these Facebook ads, forget all this stuff. This is where we're getting the I need to talk to my wife crowd and just people ghosting. And I get it, because they just saw an ad, they clicked it, and you book a call, and that's it. Like, well, I don't even know you. I'm going to fork over $7,000. I don't know what this is.
Mhm.
But when you prioritize YouTube, as I did, everything got so much easier. That's when I was hitting the 100K months, and it was like, I was like, this makes it so much simpler. I wonder if other coaches know about this. And as I look around the marketplace and how there's a lot of programs out there, agencies that are pitching them, we'll do ads, we'll do this, we'll give you closers and all this stuff. I'm like, they don't know about this. A lot of coaches don't even have a YouTube channel. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yep.
So
They'd
so
be
that's what I've
sleeping.
been doing lately. Yeah, that's what I've been doing lately is we call it the YouTube trust funnel. and we're showing coaches how to utilize YouTube and how to use that and a little bit of paid ads. We can speed it up a little bit because a lot of coaches also say, well, doesn't YouTube take forever? Not if you do it right. It's not true. I used to think that too, and that's why I prioritized ads and stuff, and it's just not true.
Mm-hmm.
So so we do that, and then we get them very, very warm leads because now they're actually putting the trust forward. So by the time they get to the call, you're getting like 60, 70, 80% close rates, which is, if anyone doesn't know watching this, unbelievable. Like, it's like super high. And they don't believe me at first, but when they get their first client on a call and they're like, hey, I'm in, just skip to like how much this is. Send me the invoice now. Like, don't
What?
you want to have a whole hour-long sales call? No, I'm in. And I'm like, there it is. That's the magic of it, because you're giving people the opportunity to get to know you and trust you first. Everything is handled by YouTube. So it's so much better. So that's what I'm doing now.
All right, the YouTube trust funnel. So, what if the person who wants to do coaching doesn't mind talking to people on camera like this in a Zoom or a chat, but they don't want to sit down and film content? How do you coach those people into putting content on?
Get over it. Because a lot of times they film content for ads anyway, right? And I'm like, well, you're doing it anyway, but you're doing it in snippets. Just sit down and explain what you do on YouTube. So the cost, there's cost to everything. I'm like, sure, you can do that, right? But I'm telling you, the cost is going to be very high ad cost, low ROI, pissed off sales teams because nobody closes. Like, so you got to pick your poison in business. And I eventually had to. And I'm telling you, I was scared to death to cut off my ads because I'm like, well, we're getting all these leads and all these calls booked and all this stuff. What if I just turn them off and we get nothing? When
Yeah.
I turned them off and I prioritized YouTube, I still use ads on YouTube a little bit, but but when I prioritized YouTube, not only were we still getting calls, we were totally fine, but by doubling down on YouTube, we got more calls and they were way higher quality.
Mm-hmm.
So I just tell them, get over it. If you're just going to sit down and have hour-long calls all the time anyway, take that every day 50-hour-long calls and prioritize YouTube. You can make a 30-minute video and now it sells for you every day, all day in the background. It's just crazy to me that someone would think that. I mean, if they do, that's fine. They can go somewhere else. But I'm here to speak to that benefit of like, cut that out. That way it fixes all of these other problems in your business and you're able to scale more predictably. You're not starting every month from zero going, oh my God, I hope my ads work again. I don't know what's going to happen. I get it. I've been there. And it's like, we don't have any closes yet. Now the Facebook shut us down or something crazy. Now you're crying. Now you're running down the street going, oh my God, my business is dead. When you have a YouTube channel, your business is not ever going to die. And you have that predictability. You can wake up every morning knowing we're going to get leads, we're going to get sales. It's working perfectly fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's walk through this trust funnel, as much as you like to share here. So you got your content on YouTube. Are you pulling them into a cold, complimentary call, or do you give them a value exchange, like a freebie or something like that? And how is Systeme.io utilized? Do you use their coaching calendar? Like, I'm intrigued. What are the steps?
Yeah, so we use the calendar. I have taught some people to do the lead magnet thing. It depends on kind of how their business is structured. Mine goes straight to a call, period. And then all of my YouTube videos I look at it like this. I look at YouTube like a funnel itself, right? And the funnel, people have no idea who you are. You need something cold. They're probably searching on YouTube to solve a problem. So this is where you have to know your clients, know your perfect person that you serve. It's like, okay, what problems are they having that they're likely searching on YouTube right now, right? So you make a few videos on that, 7 to 10 videos. It's a nice sweet spot. Hey, are you this person and you're going through this problem? Let's solve it right now. Just a mini problem in their business. Maybe it's their calendar is not working right. Whatever the hell. Maybe they're using Calendly or something. They're using too many softwares or something. Maybe you can make a video about Systeme.io and show them how it fixes the problem. And that little bit, just that little value exchange builds that trust internally. It's just like, okay, that person gave me great value. They helped me fix a problem. I have trust with them now. Then the next video, you can actually retarget them with some ads, $5 a day or something small. Since they watched that first video, hey, you might be interested in, I could actually increase your call booking rate, right? Here's 5 tricks that you can actually increase your call booking rate. By this time, they saw something, you solved a small problem in their business. So the next video that is recommended to them by YouTube, or you can use some ads, it makes logical sense for them to move to that next step. It's like, hey, there's that same person I saw before. They're going to teach me some tips and tricks. And like every time that you hit them with a new retarget, a new like $5, $2 ad, I use ads a lot, but I don't spend as much as I used to because I'm using the YouTube algorithm the way it's designed for teaching, for education,
Hmm.
instead of book this call right now. They will book a call when they've decided you're the person,
Yeah.
right? So there's like final retargeting phase where it's like, hey, this is for the hottest of you. It's like, hey, you're probably this kind of coach stuck in this position. You're not seeing the consistency, blah, blah, blah. Here's my video. Here's what I do. I'll take them over to my page on Systeme.io. If they just see a VSL, likely it's like 5 to 10 minutes. It's nothing super long because they don't have time, but
No.
also because by this time they've already seen all my stuff. So that they're going to sit down, watch the whole thing, and they're going to go booking a call, 80% close rate. So all of my entire funnel built the trust before they ever got to me or anyone on my sales team. And it's huge. It's a huge, huge night and day difference. And in that, we spent, who knows, but $800 was originally like my cost per client acquisition, and now it's down to 250. So we're scaling this thing. Yeah, it's insane. We're scaling this thing, and it's growing and growing. I am making new content now, so that's what's kind of slowing it down. But if you look at my affiliate marketing content over the years, at a certain point, I would say like a year or two ago, I started doubling down on the affiliate marketing content. We started running a lot of ads. Some videos have way more views than others
Yeah.
in my channel. There's a reason for that, is because we ran ads to them. So
Strategic.
when we ran so we ran those ads. YouTube will give us that data: who's watching, how long they're watching. That tells us, hey, this is the warm audience. We need to retarget them with more ads. And we would just use these very low budget kind of systems and strategies, and eventually get them to the call. And they were like in already. It was so much easier on our sales team. So much easier. I don't even have setters anymore. Just got rid of them.
You got rid of
I was a tyrant. I said, everyone go, only sales guys. It was,
really?
yeah, because there was no need. The videos were already setting people for us, basically, and it was so much easier to get the closes. Unfortunately, I also let go some closers. So I had a very lean and small team. It was just me and two other closers and a VA. That's it. That was the entire team.
Mm.
Doing 100K plus per month. That
Wow.
was the entire team, and Systeme.io.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
slim down your team, you slim down your software. And so now with your coaching approach, targeting coaches, how big is your team today?
Today it's just me because I'm switching back over. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, just me now. So, but I'm also just now doing the coaching and consulting business. This is new. Literally, as we booked this call and as we were talking, I was like changing my YouTube banners and stuff. So, so the other closers, I'm like, hey, I'm doing this transition. I'm stopping the affiliate stuff and all these things. I'm like, go work for somebody else, because I'm not gonna have any leads or anything coming in and all that stuff. So I'm like, go do something else. If like you want to come back when things start picking back up again, you're always welcome. So they're waiting. They're like, oh, start picking back up. But in this transition, I'm making new content. I just uploaded a brand new video yesterday, actually, about
Mhm.
how to build an offer for coaches and stuff like that. So I'm just getting my feet wet in this new niche, and starting to attract a different type of client. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Do you
I
are
know the funnel works because I've done it. So now I'm just going to apply it to a different audience.
okay. And then what's the product that you're funneling your viewers to? Do you already have that built out?
Eventually, eventually the YouTube trust funnel. It's like, eventually I want to convince these coaches and consultants, hey, like everything you're being taught about, like run ads, build a big team, do all this extra stuff, forget that. Just build a YouTube trust funnel. It's 10 times easier. Here's how it works. So I'm building out the content now.
Okay. That is so
Mhm.
exciting. Oh,
Mhm.
look, we're have to have you back on, in a year to evaluate how
Yeah,
all this has grown.
get another award. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the goal. Let's do
so the
it.
award behind your head, that Systeme.io
Yeah,
Diamond Award. There you go.
that's the diamond. Yeah.
That was for your affiliate program when you brought all that
Yes.
over. And now
Yeah.
you're gonna transition. Are you gonna do a whole new branding reset, like new domains and stuff like
No,
that?
just me. It's always been personal brand. I've been a fan of personal brand from the beginning because I looked at Robert Kiyosaki of Rich Dad Poor Dad. He's just him, right? Just a personal brand. And what's cool about a personal brand is that it's a real asset that'll never go away. You can
Mhm.
just keep on selling over and over, maybe different products, services. So people know me now. There's some, luckily, there's some affiliate marketing type crowd and people that have been with me forever that want to transition into becoming a coach now because they see how I'm doing this stuff. I'm actually very soon I'm launching a 3-day challenge to show those people how to launch their own coaching offer.
Mhm.
So we're getting some signups for that. I'm excited about that. But at first I was really nervous because I built up everything that I'm associated my personal brand with for years of like affiliate marketing, affiliate marketing, affiliate marketing. I'm like, guys, you know who's really making lots of money online? The people selling affiliate marketing. It's like, I'm always just dead honest with people. It's like the people selling information, courses, coaching. This is like you can track the Diamond Awards, all the other awards online. Who's making those awards? Who's getting those awards? The info businesses, the people selling the information. So to peel back the layers is like, don't do this. Do what they do, not do what they say.
Ah.
Right.
Mhm.
So that's kind of the new movement now. Is like they know I'm the infamous Joel. They know I'm going to tell them exactly what it is. No fluff, no lies. And it's like, I said affiliate marketing for years, and yes, that's a very good beginner business, but like it's not that hard to just start your own thing. It's really not.
Yeah.
Um, so I want to show them that in this challenge, and hopefully, at least some of them come over and start working with me on the coaching thing as well. If not, that's okay. There's plenty of affiliate offers out there. I'm just not going to focus on that anymore.
Okay. So when it
Yeah.
comes to coaching, is it going to be, are you going to help them create their own digital product, or is it one-to-one services
Yes.
or a one-to-many kind of service?
Well, the cool thing about the digital product, right? So courses, for example, I launch courses all the time. I always have new courses, and I sell them as courses. But what I don't do is I don't record them ahead of time. I think that's the worst mistake a course seller could ever do. Why haven't you sold your course yet? Well, I haven't recorded it yet. Why would you record it before you even know someone's going to spend $1 for it?
Mhm.
So all course creators should and often do start as coaches. They sit down with someone one-on-one or maybe in a group setting and they teach it live. They might go through some slides, they might show examples, whatever they're doing. That is the recording for their course eventually. Now at least you've proven the offer first, right? It's like here they've already spent money buying this event or this challenge or whatever. The challenge itself probably will be a course I release later. So that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm doing it live. I don't have to prepare anything. I'm just going to talk. But recording that then becomes the product you can resell over and over. You never have to do it again. That's the cool thing about digital courses and the right way to do it. You want to do it once, get paid for it, and then never have to do it again. A lot of them record first and they end up, nobody bought it. Well, why don't you make sure someone bought it first?
Yeah, yeah, this is a great vetting process, you know. I
Mm,
I I did this recently. I got a course and I got in there. She's like, "We'll record these course, modules on this day." And so literally every live she did went into her course. And those are I'm like, "Oh, I was
exactly.
sitting
Yeah.
live on that one."
Yeah.
And now it's sitting there. And then she just revamps it every 2 or 3 years, you know? So
That's it. Yeah.
yeah. Do
Mm.
what they're doing, and
Do what
create
they're
your
doing.
own program. So whenever you do this, what tools are you going to use inside of Systeme.io? Their community, their calendar, their funnels,
Absolutely. Yeah.
their
They
email.
have course hosting. Yep.
Yep.
They have everything you need. So SMS is a newer one that they added. Um, and I used to use SMS as a separate service for another like
Mhm.
app. And it was like, oh my God, they have SMS now. So that's huge because you're booking calls, you're sending people reminders and things like that. It's going to be huge if you're a coach and you're selling a course or a coaching one-to-one offer, any of those things. So being a coach, you can really run the spectrum. You have one-to-one, group, courses. I tend to sell all three. And I tell people like, yes, sell all three. Maybe in the beginning, you'll start one-to-one, but you'll record those sessions and start productizing and monetizing those things.
All right. That is amazing.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. As we start to kind of land the plane,
Yeah.
I mentioned your personal brand. Can you explain the little verb or description in front of your name, the infamous Joel?
So the funny part about the infamous part is it was invented by another inmate when I was locked up. So it was funny because he was like, I was telling him my plans, and by the way, when I was in jail, I got so good at business, at least on paper,
Mhm.
because I was reading about business all the time. Like every entrepreneur book you've ever heard of, I probably read it. I read a lot of books, but I started teaching a class when I was in jail. So we got the approval of the warden, what they call the superintendent now. And it was like, yeah, we got it because we did this naturally on the block, as they call it. We had our books out and we were studying stuff. So we're like, let's make this an official class. And they elected me to be the teacher, and it was awesome. Um, Long story short, I'm telling him about my plans. I'm like, when I get home, I'm going to have my own YouTube channel. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm super excited. And then he shut my dreams down, as a lot of people do when crabs in a barrel. Well, what if people Google you and find out you have felons and felonies and all these things? And I was like, oh man. I was like, I guess I'll just have to be honest about it. Like, can't really hide it. And then he was like, oh, okay, so you're not going to be famous, you're going to be infamous. And I was like, infamous. Because at the time I was looking for like a brand name, like what am I going to call my company or myself or something? I can't just be Joel Vasquez. It just didn't sound right to me. I don't know. I'm always been a fan of like WWE wrestling, and I like the character. I like that kind of thing. So I'm like, what can I have, like a character name, like a fun name people can remember? And when he said infamous that day, it just stuck. I was just like, the infamous Joel. That sounds really good. So yeah, and it fits perfect for the people that have been following me for a long time. They know I'm very counter to what they learn everywhere else.
Mhm.
They know I'm very brutally honest. They know they're going to get the brashness and all that stuff. So they get it. They're like, that's why you're infamous. I like that.
I love that actually, because it again, it speaks into redemption and,
Yeah.
and getting ahead of it, like instead of trying to hide your dirty skeletons in the closet or under the rug, it's like, I can't change it, but it
Mhm.
changed me.
Yeah, for sure.
And so,
Mhm.
thank you for sharing that and being so transparent. I really think people are going to get a lot out of this. So, what's your expectations with this course as we kind of land this down, this new, direction? Are you still making affiliate income, or has that completely died because you walked away, or are you getting a little revenue because it is
Yeah.
what it is? So now you
Yeah.
have margin to do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. The fun part about that is just on one side, I also am an affiliate, right? So I've always been an affiliate myself. That part has never died from my business, and I tell other coaches the same thing. Like the affiliate side, the affiliate revenue of your business should, like, what are you? Why are you not just making recommendations?
Yeah.
That's all it is to your clients. Why are you not just making referrals for different tools they should use, or whatever else? So I've always promoted Systeme.io, and as I've been transitioning, Systeme.io is still sending me a check every month. So I'm like, hey, I'm comfortable. I'm fine. I'm still getting a check. I'm still getting
Mhm.
the passive income. It took obviously years to build that up, but that's been amazing, and that's never going to go away. I'm always going to make recommendations to my clients, what tools I think are the best, to get the job done. That's what I think affiliate marketing should be. You're helping someone get to from point A to point B, but what are the tools and what are the systems they need to get there? Those are your referrals.
Yep. Yep. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Work smarter, not harder. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
and once you've built that up, it does continue to just keep pouring in and pouring in.
Oh, yeah.
So, what is the gift that what is the gift that being an entrepreneur has given you?
Oh, my God. It's numerous. I feel like I'm an entirely different person than I used to be. I know that's like cliche to say, but it really is true. I don't think the same. I don't approach things the same. I don't have the same perspective as I used to. I used to be very like a victim mindset.
Mhm.
Oh, why poor me? All this, the society does this, and the police do that, and whatever else. But when I decided to become an entrepreneur, what comes with that is that a rising tide raises all boats. So I looked at my kids, I looked at my family, I said, this is because of me, and that's a good thing. A lot of people in that victim mindset, they're afraid to point the finger at themselves because, like, well, that means I'm wrong, but it also means you're in control. So it's huge when I decided that, hey, I am wrong, but also I'm in control. I can choose different in the future. And so that's been the biggest, most like transformative part, is when something goes wrong in business and life, whatever, I did it and I can fix it.
Mhm.
That's a very beautiful, a sword to walk around. Like, I can do things on my, I don't need all these excuses, and everyone has different circumstances. Don't get me wrong. You probably, whoever might be watching this probably has some kind of a crutch or something. Well, this is holding me back. That's holding me back. That's fine. That's okay. Anything in life worth doing should be hard.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't hard, why would you do it in the first place? Lifting weights and going to the gym is hard, but you get great results. so, so same thing in business and in life. You got to take responsibility. I'm doing the same thing. I've done the same thing. And that's been the biggest shift for me, is to getting that victim stuff out of my head. I'm not a victim. I can make decisions today that'll impact me tomorrow. That's been huge.
That's amazing. Now,
Mm.
if you could use one word or maybe one sentence, how would you describe Systeme.io?
Simple. Simple. I love simple. Yeah.
That's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. Simple, because there's too many tools out there. I love that they make it nice and simple and clear and crystal. Here's what you get. Easy for anyone to pick up. Love it.
Right?
Mhm.
I sell it all the time to people too. I'm like, y'all, stop overthinking it. Use System. And they're like, what is that?
Mm.
And there's still, I feel like in America, we still have so much opportunity to share about this new program. And so with our last question, if someone, and you've already kind of touched on it multiple times, if someone's sitting on the edge of their seat, they haven't quite dipped their toe into digital marketing, affiliate, coaching, whatever it may be, what would you say to them to get started?
I think earlier I said it best, when the only thing that doesn't change in life is change.
Mm-hmm.
The world is crumbling down around you, and if you don't, I mean, this is true. AI is doing a lot of things in the job marketplace. A degree doesn't mean the same thing that it used to 20, 30 years ago. There's so much that is like, you're in a burning building right now, and if you stay stuck and you're looking around and you're going, what do I do next?
Mm-hmm.
And you just keep running back into the burning building. I don't understand that mindset. There's a very clear path forward, right, on the internet, on computers, all, like, where are people actually gathering, where is the market actually moving,
Mm-hmm.
right? Everything's moving online. Amazon proved it, all these other businesses proved it. This is where everything is going. So if you're not dipping your toe in the water, at least, and I say go all the way in, but at least dip your toe, at least try one $5 course or something, just learn something, then you're going to be left behind. That's just a reality. I have heard a lot of people, even in my old audience, like, oh, I looked into this for 20 years and I never got started, and I should have got started so long ago.
Yep. Well, the boat's not
Time
going
doesn't
yet.
wait.
You can jump on. Come on.
Yeah, time does not wait,
Yeah.
so you have to make that jump. I think someone taught me a long time ago, said entrepreneur comes from a French word that means risk taker.
Mm.
Naturally, it's going to feel scary. It's like jumping out of a plane, but that's a good thing. Why live your life and be like 80 in your deathbed and go, I never took any risks. Good
Mhm.
for me.
Good for me.
Yay.
I played it safe.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Oh, this was so much fun, and
for sure.
I'm so thankful that you shared so much of like your transformational story and then how you've used it in a very simple way. So anyone listening, I hope you got some key takeaways for maybe starting your own affiliate, income business, starting your own coaching business. And so if someone's interested in learning how to use YouTube as their vehicle for coaching, how can they get a hold to you?
So, through my YouTube channel, I almost always pitch my free school community. So, you get a double dose there. You can either just watch my YouTube videos where I give a lot of free training, free information, or in my community, you can even talk to me directly in there. I hang out with my community every day. We post funny stuff. So if you
I
if you
might
don't
need to
have a
get in
sense of
there.
humor, maybe it's not for you. But we definitely have a good time. We learn stuff in there, and it's free. So just join and kick back and have a good time.
All right. Well, thank you. Those links will be down below in the description box. And make sure you go check out his YouTube channel, right? It's Infamous
Yep,
Joel.
that's right. Yep.
All right. And thank you for being here and working through those technical glitches at the very beginning, which y'all didn't get to see. Uh, and so he's also very patient. That's a great quality in a coach. So, all right. Thanks for joining us in another success story from Systeme.io. And until next time, keep creating.